So this, as you know, this is your EVS class. So do you remember what you learned last class? So what ma'am has taught you last class? Obviously I'm sharing my screen so you can see that and also tell what we learned last class. Yes, Purnesh is right. All others, what are you doing? I want quick answers. What we learned last class. Yes. Okay. Yes. So we were dealing with the concept shelter. So under shelter, as Punish told, yes, lecture is also right. We studied about ventilated house. Okay. So yes. So as I already told you, ventilation is something we need in a house, right? We need a ventilated house to allow the air to go out, and we also need the cool air to come in, right? So we need a ventilated house. So under the ventilated house, I also taught you what is a home, and we are all living with a family in a sweet home we are living. And also I taught you why we need a house, the basic understanding for why we need a house. So we also saw why we need a house, and we also studied many different types. So children, I request everyone to read your EVS book. Okay, whenever you are free, please make a habit of reading your EVS book so that you can also get the concept very clear, and also you may practice reading. Okay, so as possible, I am making you people to read the slide. Even in your free time, you can read your books so that your reading practice will also improve. Okay, will you all do it? Will you all have a habit of reading the books? Those who are still having it, very good. Those who are not yet having, please make a habit of reading your books. Okay? Yes. So I also taught you. Yes, Akshay, please make a habit of reading books. Okay? This will help you to read it properly, and also will help you to make the concept very clear. Okay? Super. So as I already told, house is protecting us from wild animals, thieves, and what are all the needs of houses we have discussed. Okay? And let me quickly revise the concept that I taught the last class. Okay? And also I told you few points to be remembered. Okay? For what? For what I told you? For the care and cleanliness. Okay? So under care and cleanliness, ma'am has told you 5 to 6 points, right? So the first point is we have to live in a very clean and healthy house. Okay, the house should be very clean, and it should be well-being of a family. Okay, and also we should keep our house neat and clean. Okay, so that day you also told me that you will be following all the points I told you, and you will make sure that your house will be clean. So you have promised to me that day, so please do the practice of making your house clean. Okay, and the next point is we should always keep our house very clean by by uh, by keeping the germs away. Okay, you should keep your home dust free. And I also explained you few points uh, where we should keep our house clean. So we should keep our house dust free, germ free, and you should always put your garbage in a proper way, and you should always throw the waste material at the dustbin, and few points like things should be kept in proper place, and your toilet and bathroom should be kept clean. Okay, so last class we all studied about this, right? And today we will be dealing with the different topic. Okay, so let me ask whether you're all following these process. Are you all following the points to keep your house clean? Will you follow? Okay, only Pragati is telling me yes. Okay, okay, I'm receiving the messages. Very good. Okay, please do keep these points in your mind and follow it. Okay, and today we'll be discussing about the need and ventilation for the house. Okay, so I think Leena ma'am is with us. Leena ma'am.
Thank you, Haripriya ma'am. Good morning, children.
Yeah, ma'am.
I hope you all understood whatever Haripriya ma'am taught you. She has taught you the need of having a house, and she has also taught the different ways to keep your house clean. And let me move to the next topic. Why do we need a light and ventilation for a house? Okay, so let's discuss about that in detail. And I'm going to share my screen. And people are going to tell me whether you're able to see this. Okay, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible, children? Okay. Okay, as I told, we are going to see why do we need light and ventilation in the house and what are the benefits that we'll get. Okay, as Haripriya ma'am told, you have to keep your house neat and clean always, and that too at this pandemic situation, it's very important. So keep mopping your floors, keep cleaning the bathrooms to keep the germs away. Okay. So as we all discussed in the earlier classes, germs are the disease-causing organisms. So they are the sole reason for us getting affected by diseases. Okay, so it's our duty to keep the house germ-free. People are very too small, right? So you'll be easily attacked by the germs. Okay, so it's very important to keep your house neat and clean always. Okay, so talking about the ventilation and light, the very first point what they are trying to tell you is a good house should always be kept clean and airy. So if you want, you can look at the pictures also. If you look at the pictures, look at the house, how it is very clean, right? The things are placed at the proper places, and look at the way that everything is arranged in the house. The house looks like a good house, right? So a good house should be always clean and airy. Airy means what? You should have enough air circulation in your house. Okay. Imagine if there is no proper air supply to you, how you'll feel? You'll feel so suffocated, right? To avoid that, your house should be airy. You should have enough amount of air to breathe, and you should feel comfortable. Home is the place where you will feel comfortable, right, children? So in order to feel comfortable and safe always, it is advised to have your house airy. Okay? Then, did you all understand the first point? Will you all keep your house clean? Okay. Now, the second point, the house should have enough doors and windows to let in plenty of fresh air and sunlight. So, what are they telling? You should have enough doors and windows to let in the sunlight. Okay, in order to have fresh air and sunlight, only if you have doors and windows, the sunlight will get into your house, right? So they are telling you to have enough doors and windows. Now tell me, how many windows do you all have in your house? For me, I have 2 windows and 1 door. Now tell me, how many windows and doors you all have? First, let's talk about windows. Okay, tell me, how many windows do you people have? 10 windows. Punesh, you have 10 windows. Wow. Then I think you will have good ventilation. Sai Darshan has 14. Fazia has 10, 12. Pragati, I think that should be a typo error for definitely, because you can't have 123 windows. I can't even imagine. Wow. Superb. Now tell me, how many doors do you all have? I have only one door. Okay. Okay, very good. So the reason for having doors and windows is to get fresh air and sunlight. Okay? Only if you have doors and windows, you will get fresh air and sunlight. The first point was to keep your house clean. A good house, people should say this is a good house. How they will say good house? If your house is very clean, they will say this is a good house. Okay? So the first point they are telling is to keep your house clean and airy. Okay? You should get enough amount of air inside your house so that you'll feel comfortable and you'll not feel suffocated. Okay? If you don't have enough air circulation, you'll feel suffocated. Okay? So your house should be clean and airy. And the second point what they are trying to tell you is the house should have enough doors and windows. Only if you have enough doors and windows, you will get fresh air and sunlight. Can we move to the third point? Okay. The third point says proper sunlight and ventilation keep the germs away from the house. Look at this, children. Proper sunlight and ventilation keep the germs away from the house. Imagine you're not letting the sunlight inside your house, and you're closing your door and windows, and your house is little like your house is suffocated. Okay, like you don't have proper light, you don't have proper air, and your house is going to be like this in this condition for 2 or 3 months. You go out of town, and when you come back to the city and you see your house locked for 2 or 3 months with no proper air and light, how will be the house, ma? Will you be able to live in the house? Will you feel comfortable in such kind of house? No, not possible, because how the house will be? The house will be full of dust, because there's no proper sunlight, no ventilation, no air. You will have lots and lots of germs everywhere hanging here and there. Then you will have dust hanging over everywhere. So you will not feel comfortable, and that place is not a safe place to live, isn't it? So only if your house has proper sunlight and ventilation, then only it's said to be a good house. If you have proper sunlight and ventilation, all the germs will run away. Okay? The germs will not stay in your home. Okay? So proper sunlight and ventilation keeps the germs away from the house. And let me repeat the point. Proper sunlight and ventilation keeps the germs away from the house. Got my point, everybody? Okay. So, will you all give proper ventilation? Okay. I'll tell you in the next slide how to have proper ventilation. Okay. Okay. Now, till now, did you all understand the need for light and ventilation in the house? The first point, what did they tell? They're telling you to keep your house clean and airy. Okay. How people will say that your house is a good house? Only if your house is clean, neat, and if it has good air circulation, then only as soon as people enters inside your house, they should feel comfortable and they should love to stay in your house. Isn't it, children? So only if your house is clean and airy, they will tell that your house is a good house. So that was the first point. So the second point is the house should have enough doors and windows to let in plenty of fresh air and sunlight. If we have enough doors and windows, only you will be able to open the doors and windows. Only if you open the doors and windows, you will have some fresh air and sunlight, right? So it is not even, the doctors are not advising you to stay under the air conditioner always, right? They are asking you to gain some sunlight, so they are asking you to go out and sweat out. Okay, that's good for health. Okay, in this situation it's not possible for us to go out, isn't it? So what you have to do, open your doors and open your windows in the morning. In the evening definitely you can close your doors and windows, because in Chennai we have this mosquito problem very badly. So please close your doors and windows in the evening. In the morning, in the early morning, you can open your doors and windows. You can let some fresh air inside your house. You can let some sunlight inside your house. The sunlight, they helps you to kill the germs present in your houses. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so that was the second point. Now the third point, proper sunlight and ventilation keep the germs away from the house. Yeah, look, this is what I was trying to tell you. I gave you an example. Let me repeat the example. If you're going to lock your doors and windows, and imagine the situation that you're going out of town, okay? You're going out of town for 2 months, okay? You're going to lock the windows and doors, and your house is going to be dark for 2 or 3 months. When you come back and open the doors, will you be able to live inside the house? And you also know, because lots and lots of germs will be there, and dust will be hanging here and there, because you have not given enough ventilation and sunlight to the house, right? So it will be a hard task. So proper sunlight and ventilation keep the germs away from the house. Plants, very good, Sam. Okay, very good. Oh, okay. Oh, no, now only I'm checking my inbox. Okay, Sam has plants in her house, and Bhunesh keeps his windows open. Wow, Bhunesh. Pragati also have plants. Very good. So how many of you have plants in your home, children? Wow,